welcome to another Living Well is a Lifestyle vlog where we talk about all things living well. Y'all, I'm coming off of the weekend. It was a beautiful weekend. I hope that yours was beautiful as mine. I took a couple of days to just not be on social media, just to kind of regroup and think about what's next and do some house cleaning. and do some house cleaning. I had to reset my house, and I know that the fall is coming in, and I want to make sure, while we're outside doing a lot of things, and we're, getting this barn together and doing all those things, we're doing a full fall cleaning, right? And that means your home inside as well. So resetting a lot of things, cleaned out the pantry indoors, cleaning out cabinets, getting rid of stuff that no longer serves me. Remember, here on this channel, we talk about all things living well, and that living well is a lifestyle you get to cultivate. And so in my cultivation process this weekend, I got busy doing a lot of things. I still have so much to do, but right now I'm taking a little bit of a break. Wanted to just check in with all of you and see how you are doing. I've got seedlings growing. I've got livestock growing. I've just been a caretaking mama over here, y'all. But the most beautiful thing happened this weekend, and I have been feeling a little lonely lately because it seemed like so many of my family members have gone on to see the Lord, have just gone on or are resting at this point in life. And my mama didn't have any siblings, so she didn't have a mother, no no brothers, no sisters. And so on her side, there was, there was that. Like, then my dad's side, all my aunties and my uncles, all of them were deceased. But there was the uncle before the uncles. And that family had a wedding this weekend. And I did not expect to see so many family members, y'all. And it did my heart some kind of good. So when we talk about living well, we're not just talking about growing food from the soil up. We're talking about life in general. Hey there, Glenn. Hope you're doing good. Absolutely, brother. I know you are. I'm watching you. You're doing great things over there on that channel. I love that for you. You need to teach me a thing or two. So anyway, got to go to attend a wedding this weekend, and it was absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. My cousin got married, and beautiful husband and family. And I got to see my Aunt Lola. You tried to? Got to see my Aunt Lola. Got to see my cousins I haven't seen since we were little girls. And it was so nice to reconnect with them. Like, it just gave me this sense of there's family there, but there is family, right? So that was good. And so we did that. And then yesterday, I had to really dive into my kitchen. Some things I have been pulling apart. Like, I am just like my mother in that regard. When I feel like something needs to be redone, I'm going to pull out everything. I'm going to pull it all out, and then I'm going to redo it, right? And then what that does is that creates chaos. That creates chaos. So my entire open kitchen and dining area was just stuff everywhere. So I had to take yesterday to really, I went to church, and then morning service, I came back and dived right into it. I'm a little sleepy this morning because, yes, I've been up walking. Because y'all know what, how many days straight Today is Monday to Monday. That's 7, 6, 7. This is 70 days. 70 days straight of me walking, y'all. I'm not playing about this health thing because this is so critical for us, right? It's so critical for that's just one component, your physical, your spiritual, your mental, right? Your financial. All those things are parts of your well-being. And so I don't want to lack in any of those areas. But yes, so my spirit was lifted emotionally and physically, spiritually. I was lifted this weekend by being with my family, witnessing a union by God because they both are lovers of Christ, and just absolutely wonderful. And I am this morning. I did get out. I didn't get outside to walk, but I walked my treadmill because I had a little stomach ache this morning. So, but I still woke up the same time. My body woke up. Like my body's just gotten adapted to getting up at a certain time, clock, no clock, just up, right? So I'm excited about that. That healthy habit has turned into something beautiful for me, right? Meaning I get up without the clock. And so I am out today. Got up this morning. I got some clothes to fold, so I got to do some more housework. Got to just keep it going. Fall will be here before you know it. So if you are looking to reset your life, reset your home, resetting your home is a beautiful thing. Getting ready for the new season that's coming in, resetting your garden, everything requires a reset, right? And so I've been out here resetting the garden, but I resetted my kitchen, all that. I did my pantry inside. I reset my pantry downstairs. Y'all, I've been working. I've been working hard. And your girl is kind of tired. But I can't let up now because I know that we are growing. We're growing here on the homestead. And when you are growing, you have to make room for your gift. You have to make room for growth because I now have more baby chicks. I have quail. Oh, y'all, one of the quail flew the coop, y'all. That's what I need to tell y'all. One of the quail flew the coop. I opened the top of the cage where they are, and he flew right out. I was like, oh God. So I need to put some. So next time when I open it, so what I need to do is, I think, in order to be able to manage them, is I'm gonna have to put some netting. That's what I'm gonna do. And I just sat here and thought about that. I'm gonna put some netting on the side so that when I lift it up, if they try to fly out, they won't be able to. Yes, I have quail. Good morning from Miami. Quail is very smart to be careful with them. He probably thought about escaping all night long, so he just sees the opportunity. Okay, well, that one was actually a female. So the male is still in there. He's the red-breasted one, right? The females have speckled breasts. The males have like a robin red breast. So the male is definitely still in there. I don't have any eggs since they left, though. I said, well, let me see how many eggs are laid. I said, well, that will give me an idea of who's in there. But I haven't gotten any eggs in the last 4 days. So, but my where I purchased them from said they would lay sporadically because they are older. So anyway, yes, one flew the coop. Um, so what I was saying was the quail are doing fine. The rabbit is giving me a lot of fertilizer. So when I get ready to start my fall planting, I'll have a lot, of fertilizer. The rabbit's doing well. The rooster is still scared. He's still a baby rooster. He doesn't know he's a rooster yet. And so the girls keep picking on him. They keep picking on him, and I don't like that. I told them they needed to behave. That's okay. He gonna fix y'all in a little bit. When he realized that he a rooster, y'all gonna be in trouble. y'all, gonna be, y'all gonna be spot on ran up. Y'all gonna be ran. so, so I love that. And but he's still real timid. But I want to. I'm working today on getting my laundry done. Number one, my all the washers done. I just have to get them folded. And I have some administrative paperwork I want to go through and start sorting through things, getting all my statements. We're halfway through the year now, making sure that my business is running as it should, right? My invoices are in and doing what I'm supposed to do as well, because this is a business. It's really it's a whole lot more than just growing food, a whole lot more than just, creating a homestead. You can actually establish a nice market doing this work as well. My quail are for meat to eat, so I'm not giving them any. They don't have names of any kind. They are who they are, right? And you have to establish that from the beginning, not getting this emotional attachment to a particular breed. And so I'm not doing that, but I got some new chicks, and they don't have names either, but they are learning now to get into the flying. They're flying around a little bit. Y'all got to be careful with them too, because they be in food coop. um, but they are learning to walk up the ramp now, because they have a little small coop, learning how to walk up the ramp. I had to take them and put them in the coop last night because it rained really bad, and I just don't think that they're very smart birds, y'all. I don't think any of these birds are very smart when it comes to getting out of the rain. Like, I put a whole, those little kennel carriers that you use for cats or small animals. I put those in with the quail, one in with the quail, and one in with the chickens, so that they could get out of the rain. When I tell you I don't think they very smart, I just don't think they very smart. They're birds. You got the what? What did you say, Rasta? He said no. He said no. They're smart, just not used to being there. Their small brains panic and resort to their instincts. Some birds have fun in the rain too. Oh well, okay, that makes sense. That do make sense because they wasn't coming up out of the rain, but it was muddy. They didn't seem to like it. They didn't seem to like it. Because as soon as I put the shavings in this morning, they love that. They're in there just kicking it around. They want to scratch things. Because these small ones, the new that I have right now, do not have, they're not sitting on soil. And I know that chickens like to scratch. So I put in some pine shavings for the little baby chicks to scratch on, to do that, just to feel like they moving some stuff around. They not doing a lot. But they did find a little crack in the cement, and they went to pecking that soil. I thought that was very interesting. Um, so those are some things that I'm working on. But today, again, I'm just going to be working on my folding my laundry, um, doing some administrative paperwork, and I think I'm going to plant some more seeds because I have a lot of seeds, y'all. I have a lot going on for the fall, and I want to make sure that I'm good and ready. I don't think I could do a tour this morning. We had a lot of rain yesterday, which means there's a lot of mosquitoes back there because my garden is a forest. It's a sure enough forest. Um, but yeah, it's a good day here. The sun is shining. I encourage you all out there, if you are not growing food, please start somewhere with a bucket, with a pot, with a plant, with a plot, whatever that is for you. Somebody says, I used to keep doves. My first set of them were mischievous if I didn't spend time with them in the morning. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You have to get to know these birds. But I was all prepared to begin incubation, because you have to do it 7 to 10 days after have they have laid the eggs. Well, we are four, 5 days in, and they haven't laid any more eggs. So I'm concerned that I won't be ready because I only have 8 eggs, which I believe are fertilized already because of the male that's in there. Um, yes, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. It's just, I mean, if they don't produce any more eggs, the goal was I bought an already adult covey, and the goal was, okay, to establish another covey, a younger covey, right? So that I could get lots of eggs from them as well, and so that I could start, growing quail, right? Doing what I need to do to learn about them as livestock. And but it seems like I'm at a halt right now, because I only have they laid for me the first day and the second day, and I haven't seen anything since then. So the weekend was nothing. So it's been 3 days or 3 or 4 days. I need to mark it on a calendar so I have better judgment, or better factual information, so that I can move forward with the facts. But I don't know what Mr. Rooster's doing. He's probably in a corner somewhere, scared to death. He is so timid. But he gonna grow. He gonna come into his knowing. Ooh, why am I feeling sleepy all of a sudden? So we are also going to be planting some potatoes, and I want to show you the potatoes that I am preparing for planting. Now, two things have happened. When you're doing a homestead, you really have to consider staple foods. By staple foods, he sure don't. He don't know who he is yet. He don't know who he is yet, but baby. So you like to source your own meats and vegetables? Yes. And so that's what I'm going to be doing, because with the way things are, we have to learn. We have to learn how. We have to. I mean, who wants to buy stuff where they don't know where the food is coming from? So today, I don't know if you can see that, but I put some potatoes up here because I am preparing these potatoes for to plant. Uh, it is important in this time that you also plant things that are going to get you full. Do you think McDonald's and Walmart is feeding us? I'm not sure. I don't eat them. I stopped eating their food a long time ago. And by long time ago, I mean years and years. I heard that recently about Wally World, but I'm not sure how true that is. I'm very reluctant to say. But what I'm not reluctant about is, if it don't have bones, I'm not buying it. Because why? Don't buy the stuff don't have bones in it, y'all. Okay? Now, I hope y'all got that part. So anyway, I have prepared these potatoes. I want to show you, and I prepared some sweet potato slips because we couldn't find. I could not find sweet potato slips, but sweet potatoes and potatoes are filling foods, and they should be. You should be planting them because that's that food that'll stick to your ribs when you're very hungry, right? Very hungry. I don't know how many of y'all watched that movie, but I watched that movie, The Last House, and I was like, "Good God Almighty, am I even ready?" I think you just when you think you're ready, you not. Just when you think you're ready, you're not. Do you think the world is being run that practice the occult teachings? Yes. Yes, I do believe that. And I think that if the handwriting's on the wall, the men in the blue suits, baby, Freemasonry, all that, these are societies. All of those are societies that and occults. And they don't have to be those, it's more. There's so many more within respective um, ethnic group populations, you know? So, yeah, it's going on. Now, you want to learn to do what I do, to be self sufficient. Um, One thing the first thing is to make a list of all the things that you enjoy eating. I don't encourage you to grow anything that you don't eat because see, I eat all of this food, all of it. Like I even grew watermelons. I eat the watermelons. I eat everything, the squash, zucchini, all of it. Right? You have to grow the food that you like to eat. And if it's a potato and know the season in which they grow. So begin to make yourself a chart. And that chart, you can put in when does this growing time? How long does it take it to grow? What's the variety? All of the things, right? I have a spreadsheet that I actually started 2 years ago, I believe it was, or a year ago, baby. Um, God, I'm really sleepy. And so deciding what food you want to grow, decide knowing having knowledge and understanding about that particular food, knowing when it grows and how long it takes matters. Because if you don't have enough time to grow it, like it's right now, you can still grow some things depending on what zone you're in. You can grow a lot of things. I am in zone 8A. I hear I'm not 7B. Some people say 7B, but New York is 7B, baby, and I'm not New York. It's cold up there. I live in North Carolina. It's warm down here, okay? It's hot. It's hot as fire. so today's beautiful, though. It's 77 degrees, which is not bad. He says, it's the fan. We only have God, absolutely, and each other. So we got to be careful where we get our food from. I like a lot of chicken, salmon, and whole foods. You must always be busy then, huh? Yep, always. Always busy. But I live life. I love life. I live a beautiful life. I live life like this. This is my Hawaii. This is my island. This is my forest. This is my escape. The yard, the haven. What I've created here is a backyard, a homestead. It's a homestead, but it's tropical. It's got lots and lots of beautiful seating areas. It's cool. I create and put different things around me. I'm very artsy too, so I love art. So in the wintertime, I'll be doing a lot more art and painting and things like that, so that when the spring, because the vegetables some of the things will die back. As those things begin to die back, it leaves room for me to do some other things. But There's 25 cruciferous vegetables that you can grow in the winter. So growing is 365 days a year because you're always having to start something. Like collard greens, you don't just get collard greens on your table. You don't just get broccoli. You have to start those months and months ahead. Like so broccoli and collards are right now in my little small greenhouse. I'll show you. And then I'm gonna show you these potatoes. So I have a little couple of small greenhouses and a big greenhouse. But these little small ones are for my starter seeds. So just so you get an idea, this is broccoli and collards. Broccoli and collards. Over here is mustard greens, kale, and kohlrabi. Kohlrabi is so delicious. Yep, I forgot what that one is right there because it looks like my tag is gone. Oh, it's kohlrabi. It's 2 trays of kohlrabi, one tray of kale, dwarf blue curly, and 1 tray of mustard southern giant. I have also getting ready to start another couple more trays here, and I'm going to take you around. This is my patio garden where we're still growing. This is the citrus tree area. We even still have some zucchini growing here. Yeah. And this is citrus. And this is also okra and grapes and bananas. Um, but these I just started. These are some that I just started. These are mung beans. Uh, Mung bean is a really good bean. Alaskan peas, they're just coming up. They're maybe 3 days. Washington beans. I got some Brussels that are starting to sprout up right here. Brussels sprouts. Cabbage hasn't shown up yet. Marvel peas. Kentucky pole. Rutabaga hasn't showed up yet. This is some more Siberian dwarf kale that they grow really fast. I love kale. I even started some more cucumbers because I want to see how long I can go. I started some more watermelon and some bok chow. So, and so you have to start constantly. Ooh, what was that? That fell on my car. Oh, give me a great big dent. Oh, daggone pine cones. But these are my sweet potato slips that I started because I wanted to have sweet potatoes. So I just sat a sweet potato in there and they start to grow these plants. And that's how you get the slips or the plants to put in the ground that grows the sweet potatoes. And here's a bunch more. There's a lot of them here, so I don't know how many, but there's a lot. These are beautiful. These are very strong plants. Here's more over here. So I have 4, and these are in baskets. You just have to once you set your system up and get your system going, you can really do a lot of things. So these are growing means right here, places where I just start things. And you see I got a little egg there. And these are, some fresh beans are starting in here in these green stalks. So we got beans that are just starting. I'm really excited about that. We got chives, more beans down here. Just trying to get the bean thing going because we're going to, we want more beans. So it looks like that one is leaning over. So we need this. Here's another one. I think these are pole beans. They may need to be in here. I might need to put bush beans in here. So I have another green stalk I'm going to be working on over here. I cut back all of the strawberries. And look at them. They coming back. I cut them all back. And now we're getting all new strawberries again. I saw a flower over here. Where is it? I think it was right here. Yep. Look at that. They coming back again. That's exciting. I cut them all back and now they're all coming back. Okay, so let's go over here. I wanted to take you back over here and show you these potatoes because that's what we were talking about. So these white potatoes is what I'm going to be working on. As you can see, they are ready to grow. They already got potatoes growing off of them. Look at here. Y'all see that's a potato. That's a node. These are potatoes. When you let them get like this, and then just plant them in the ground, baby. They be ready to go. Look at that. Look at these. They are ready, ready, ready. Nice. So we're going to get bags today and some soil and go ahead and start these to growing while we still got, nice. They really like the cold though. Potatoes like cool weather, but cool weather is coming. So I'm going to go ahead and get them started. Then they can grow through the cool weather. And then I should have some potatoes by, I want to say October, the end of October maybe, before the frost. I think I'll have potatoes before the first frost. So that's how you have to think about it. Now, let's see. California soil should be good. It is. I believe it is. But there's a way to test it. You have a cooperative extension there. At cooperative extensions are everywhere. Um, Check because I've been to California because I did a program out there with girls, teaching them how to grow, using growing food as a way to teach them how to care for themselves as well. Just a, process of association since, and we put plants in the ground. I said, well, y'all, where your plant? Because you must not be taking care of yourself because you let your plant die, right? So it's like the way you care for a thing is the way you care for yourself, right? And so anyway, California, anywhere you are in the world, or at least the United States, there is something called the cooperative extension. For most of you may know that 4-H, comes out of that office. Your conservation comes out of that office. Most of your farming comes out of that office. And so it's a good connection to have. So make sure you get that on your radar. They have soil boxes. Let me see, do I have one I can show you? Hmm, not right off. But they have soil boxes. You can take this soil and put your soil in the box, take it to their office, and they will test it to see what the balance is, the pH balance, and give you all the deets on your soil and whether your soil is good to plant in. Now, just if it's not, then what you do is you make amends to it. You amend the soil so that you can bring it up to par, so that it's nutritionally dense for your vegetables. Now, the next question I see is why do cruciferous vegetables cause gas? It might be more how it's being cooked. I eat a lot of things raw, but I used to also eat a lot of things sautéed. I also use olive oil. I also might put a pinch of sugar. Grandma always said a pinch of sugar will cut the gas. Uh, I know beans cause gas, but if you soak them overnight, then you have less of a chance of having a gassy stomach. So those are some of the things that I've learned over the years about that. I don't get gas from cruciferous vegetables. Now will I go? It run through me, and I have to go to the bathroom probably, and that's what it's supposed to do. That's what it's fiber. It's fiber. It's supposed to make you do what you do. That's what's so healthy about it, right? Anyway, I'm not going to stay here long. I just came here to check in with you all, have a quick conversation because I got to keep, and that looks like a mosquito back there on my shoulder. I have to keep it moving. And I'm going to go in here and fold these clothes up before the day gets away. I hope that you all have the most amazing day, and whatever you do, don't you let anyone get in the way on your journey to becoming in this season what God has called you to become. Until next time.